right, so Anthony Joshua says that, if you look at my personality, I'm not an aggressive person. I'm more of a boxer. I always wanted to develop my boxing IQ, and that now he kind of wants to develop into a boxer fighter. He want to get more of that personality going. He want to kind of get that more going. He said, "Well, there's times where I have to fight." He told Sky Sports Boxing, "It's times you got to fight, and I want to be more of a boxer fighter." Like I said, man, check out the Boxing News playlist, Heavyweight Boxing Talk playlist. Shout out to Pastor Phillips who donated to the channel. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the support. Like I said, there's multiple ways you can support the channel. Screen record, share it, tweet it, Reddit. I tried to learn Reddit. I just got to be a little bit more patient. You can check out the podcast. All the links in the description. It's there. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. If y'all listen to the podcast, I'm gonna have some exclusive content coming real soon, I promise. If y'all listen to the podcast, just give me a rating on there. I appreciate it. 5 stars, follow it. It goes a long way. And obviously, the Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. The whole nine, right? So, shout out to Pastor Phillips again, Ranji, Anthony, PBC Paper Vinny Ochoa, everybody, right? So, let's donate it. But yeah, I mean, he used to be aggressive, and I think when Klitschko dropped him, that aggression went away. Yeah, that aggression went away when Klitschko dropped him. So, yeah, that was kind of crazy, man. I was kind of seeing him get tamed, even though he strapped his nuts on in that fight. That kind of tamed him. You got kind of like, remember the Michael Vick story with the dogs? The English people probably don't know who Michael Vick is, but an American football player, man. And I think one of his last dogs, he got caught for dog fighting, got charged. One of his people snitched on him. He got to do some time. He had to do some time in jail. One of the last dogs from his fighting ring, just passed away a few years ago. And they train the aggression out of the dogs where they can be family dogs. And I make the analogy, Klitschko took the aggression out of Anthony Joshua in that fight. And like I said before, it's nothing wrong with that, bro, because Vladimir Klitschko is a top 5 puncher of all time in the heavyweight division. And overall, it's top 5 overall. Because, if you're talking about just straight, in a vacuum, no pound for pound. And the pound for pound list is crazy. Just in general, because not in boxing, literally in general. Like, I had a guy, his name was Steve, I used to train with. Steve was 160 pounds, and he was lifting what I was lifting, 300. This dude was strong as fuck. I might have had him by a little bit in strength, in certain things, but overall, he was pound for pound stronger than me. But if you go out in the real world and, you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger talk about him pumping iron, like one of the guys he trained with, yeah, he was pound for pound stronger. He could do more pull-ups because he weighed less, but he was stronger. But if they was to go at it in the street, just wrestling or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? That size do matter too. But Vladimir was just a tremendous, there's no shame in that, bro. There's no shame in saying, well, Vladimir took the aggression. Because Anthony Joshua got up, strapped his nuts on, but I just think that kind of just took him out of his game plan. He was no longer how he went after Dillian White and dogged out Dillian White in that. Well, we only fought once. He no longer that. And then you hear about Tyson Fury. Go back in when AJ was coming up and Fury was describing AJ and him sparring, and how he said AJ was just bulldozing him in sparring. All that shit stopped after the Vladimir Klitschko fight. He looked at the Carlos Takam fight. He wasn't as aggressive. Anything after that, he was not aggressive anymore. So that's why I think his aggression went. He can say, well, my personality, I wasn't as aggressive. Think about when you're younger and he was a younger fighter. You don't, like with kids, you don't know the stove hot until your mama turn your neck or your daddy turn your neck, you touch the stove, you find out it's hot. A lot of kids who don't have this is what I find out. This is the funny thing about dogs, right? A lot of kids don't fear dogs, right? The kids that do fear dogs, obviously they had a traumatic experience, which is slim to none, or 2, their parents project their fear of dogs onto them. So You know, most of y'all know I got 3 dogs. I got a mini Pinscher. It's my youngest girl, Minnie. I got a Chi-Pin, Chihuahua mini Pinscher, Mason. He the second oldest. He the middle one. And I got a Pit Bull. And Miles is 5. Y'all know. I'm pretty sure everybody know Miles. He been on the show since the beginning. He ain't been on it a minute, but you know, one thing I notice is kids be like, a lot of some kids that be like, oh, I want to pet them, yeah, and there's some kids that's scared, and I be like, hey, come on. And once I get the kids comfortable with the dogs, you see the parents come out of nowhere like, oh no, I was like, it's cool, and then they cool, they cool with it. So, I mean, it's crazy, but thing with AJ, that aggression gone. I mean, he can say my personality not like that. I mean, what's that kid's name? Bam Rodriguez. You look like motherfucker's a killer. He don't even, when he puts glasses on his shit, he be like, this dude couldn't, he couldn't possibly be a killer. I mean, you look at a New Way, you be like, you look at, some guys just look mean, like Marvin Hagler, you know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford. Some motherfuckers just look like, I ain't fucking with them. But, guys like Sugar Ray Leonard, he had a mean streak in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sugar Ray could smile. And somebody sent me a video. Sugar Ray Leonard was shooting an exhibition video over in the UK. And I think an amateur heavyweight boxer was told not to hit Sugar Ray in the video in his face. They was just doing some light sparring. And the heavyweight hit Sugar Ray in the face. And Sugar Ray stopped him in the body in that video because he hit him in the face after he told him not to hit him in the face. So Sugar Ray Leonard, had a mean streak. I mean, Floyd. I mean, Shane Mosley showed that he had a mean streak. You know what I'm saying? He showed that, like, just because your personality every day, don't show that you can be a mean streak. Some of the nicest guys and nicest women, you be, oh, she's so nice. But when they go from being nice to 0 to 100 or 0 to 10 real quick, they be some of the meanest, angriest people. You know what I'm saying? Once you cross them, you lost them, or once you kind of pass that threshold, you know what I'm saying? So, everybody got something that push your buttons. That's the one thing about your significant other, somebody you choose to be with, your kids, your mother and your father, just people that's in your life that watched you grow, or y'all grow together, or y'all, they know how to push your buttons. They know where to grind your gears. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, for him to say that, I wouldn't have came out and publicly say that, because it's nothing that he can do to regain that regression. Like it'd have to be. I mean, it's hard to regain that aggression. Like he said, I want to be more of a fighter. I want to be more of a dog. That's just something that's in you. And I think Klitschko knocked that out of him, like he was a spirit knocked out of his body. So some of the comments that he make you think he's mentally weak. And that's why Deontay Wilder and these guys see him as food. Maybe he talked to a sports psychologist or whatever. And that may help him. But some of the comments that he made like that is food. He make you think like he ain't mentally there. He probably do need to talk to somebody. But that's just nothing. That's just something that you can't just get. Some gotta motivate you, And a lot of times that will motivate fighters, that make fighters focus. I had a cousin, you know what I'm saying, is failure. She defied the odds. She on a popular TV show, which I won't say which one. But, she defied the odds. You know what I'm saying? Mother was a crackhead, whoop, whoop, whoop. And failure is just what drove her. Failure. You know what I'm saying? And failure drives a lot of people. It's one of the greatest motivators. Or some people driven by, oh man, you can't do this. You can't do that. All right, I'm gonna show you. Not that false bravado. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go out there and take 50 shots and get 50 points. No, it's like, okay, and that's how you challenge some people. Sometimes you gotta pick what motivate people. People like, oh, you lazy and you this, that, and the third. But sometimes you just gotta pick what motivate people. Some people use the reward system with their kids. Somebody was telling me that, yeah, I told my son if he get this many stars, you know what I'm saying, he can be he get this toy or whatever. And every time he got close, he was like, yeah, I'm close. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know kind of, how to push those buttons with people. And with AJ, what motivates you? And you usually listen to Reggie Miller. Mark Jackson used to motivate Reggie Miller when he got to the Pacers. He said he used to read news clippings to him. He said, man, you hear they say John Starks is just as good as you? You really believe that, Reggie? You really believe they saying this? They say, Reggie, you can't get it done. You can't get over the New York Knicks hump. I don't know, Reggie. They might be right. Maybe they should start doing that. And one of the things, man, my barber's a very resourceful person. And you hear people say, well, I cut my own hair and all that shit, right? And the thing about Who the hell this is? And the thing about my barber shit, right? He put me on a whole bunch of game. Like, he got businesses and all that. That's cool. Great restaurants when I need something new or whatever, you know. And we met in the gym, honestly. But one of the things he would just tell me is, like, you know, like, he puts a note on his wall every day. He could see these different notes. That he walked through his house, he see him and be like, you know, don't stop, keep grinding. You close. You know, or whatever the saying is, you say, you know, it's dark right now, but it's a light at the end of the tunnel. And you look at it every day, and the first thing you do is look at that note every day. When you hit the light switch or you walk through the bathroom door, you look at this note. It's supposed to keep you focused so you don't keep your mind off the goal. And for AJ, maybe they should start doing that. You see that they would, you know, put the opponent's face on the punching bag and that opposed to motivate you while you hitting the bag. Maybe Derrick James should take that approach. He said, can you believe it? Sam Johnson of the British newspaper say, you ain't got what it takes to beat Deontay Wilder. Now, Sam might be right. You need to prove Sam wrong. You know, maybe you just saying a little bit of those, you know, and maybe kind of, you know, maybe Errol Smith needs to take him to the hood where ain't nothing good and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Take him to the hood. You know, and maybe he need to be around, you know, hungry guys. You know what I'm saying? Go to a American football camp. Or go around some guys that's hungry. But like I said before, that's hard to get that aggressive nature in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, they got to find out whatever, you know, lights his flame. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase channels and notifications. We got live and drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Peace.